proud of me, I am. What I did is nothing to sneeze at, even if your allergies are bad. I'm up in the balcony with friends. I look around, I see the fans, how they surround me in the stands. Probably could drown in the sea of hands. They're hollering shit, yelling it out to me, and that's what I mean when I say that when days away, somehow if I get the chance to get a crowd, I flip it around and have a crowd give me the chance. I've done it all, man, but in actuality, I haven't yet. Where am I supposed to go from here? Oh, hey, really, I have no idea. All I know is every time I think I hit my ceiling, I go higher than I've ever.
All right. Welcome, everybody, to hashtag. I guess it's Bell Let's Talk Day, and this is JT here, one half of the network here, Mr. Late Night Chat. Our usual guest Nico is busy at the moment, and I decided to do a live broadcast here with Julie, and Julie hopefully will be an upcoming co-host with me once we kick Nico out of the seat, and we'll go from there. And we go from there. But yeah, just trying something out different here, guys. There he is.
Hey.
There he is. We'll keep his little names. Hey, we see how we sneaked it up on you there, Nico. We changed up the banners a little bit, but we'll see.
The rounded one looks good, though. It does. There, you were worried about branding it differently. There you go. You got the round bubbles.
No, yeah. So yeah. So I'm just trying to do something a little different here. You taking jabs already?
Calling you out in the comments there, bud.
Hey, what are you talking about? Look at this. You know what, dude? Everybody needs a shoulder to lean on. So Julie was my shoulder to lean on, since I didn't have you there today. So
oh my God.
And that brings me back to my first initiative is to get to the reason why I'm doing this. It's because it's something I thought about. You know, I decided I'm going to do something for Bell Let's Talk Day and the hashtag Bell Let's Talk. And there's a lot of stuff that people don't realize, and that they just don't get to chat enough, and they don't get to talk, and sometimes they just need to vent. And I know we have a lot of viewers that tend to tune in and listen to us and see where what we're into and what we're talking about. And I thought I'd give it up to the chat and up to people here today, and anybody who wants to come in and chime in, and we can go from there. We can just chat about things, because honestly, guys, especially with a year like we've had, and this is right, Julie, another year of COVID. It looks like we're going to be going through, and
I think so.
I think that we need to learn how to deal with this mental stress that we're all going through. A lot of it, like people say, is just to talk, right?
Times, I think you're right. Like, well, I don't know. I was feeling optimistic there for a bit, but it sounds like we have a shortage of vaccines and stuff, and not everybody is. Oh, hey, Rob.
What's up, Rob? It's my lifesaver right there, man. I'll never forget you, bro. That's my lifesaver right there, everyone.
Oh, Adrian, yeah. Okay,
it's Adrian, man. That's my lifesaver right there.
Oh, there's my boy. There's Freddie.
We even got Freddie on there today.
He's in the chat today.
So I was wondering if everybody in the chat, if once in a while they add the hashtag Bell Let's Talk before they start talking in the chat, then maybe we could.
Does that matter? Will that count towards the thing, you think?
I don't know. I'm wondering, because they said that every time you hashtag something, regardless if it's a text,
if it's connective though, like to the see, I don't know if they come up as actual hashtags in the actual group, I don't know if they actually link anywhere if they do it in the chat. I mean, it's worth a shot. Why not? Hey, there's Farhan.
Look at that. He knows what he's talking about. Look at that, Nico Free.
Hey, man, he needs a night off too.
Yeah, he does, man. He does.
Just a guy. He's just a normal guy. He needs a day off. It's okay.
He needs a break. And he needs, he needs someone to chat to. So be nice, Farhan. Be nice to Denise. We can't pick on him. He's leaving us. He's leaving us because you keep picking on him, man.
No, he's not. Hashtag Bell Let's Talk. There we go. See, I don't know. I don't know if but if you click on it, does it? I don't know if it actually. It couldn't hurt. Whatever. Do it anyway. Why not? But
I thought it was for it's for everything. It's for Instagram. It's for most of these chat platforms
yeah,
that they
like
have out there. So hopefully,
yeah,
right?
all of the social media stuff, it
Mhm.
seems to like work as an actual connective hashtag, though. You know what I mean? Like you can click on it and it will lead you to other stuff
Yeah, but it
on
doesn't
the.
seem like this one will. Yeah,
I'm
well,
getting
maybe.
show notes right now from Fred from his new cell phone. He says that I'm not big enough in the frame, but that's because I'm not as close to the camera as JT is. It's okay. It's all right. I can't get
My,
any closer to my computer. The desk is in the way, but it's all right.
Fred, you
Um,
know what it's like. My head is too big to fit in the frame. It's not. I'm as far away from the camera as Julie is,
you
guys.
you have to put Nico's comment up on the screen.
We love you,
Oh,
bro.
I
We
mean,
love you. You
that's
know
what
what? He saved
Farhan
my
came to
life.
do. That's what happens.
Hey, but he came and saved my life too just before the show. I got all panicky and I messed up with logging in and you know
Well,
what?
yeah. Listen,
It
you need to know how to do this soon, so this is good practice for
exactly
you.
exactly.
Yeah, you got to figure out um, how to work all these templates and stuff.
It's not
That's
even so
your.
much that. You
I
know what
mean,
I had the problem with?
I can help you do that stuff, but it's your show. You got to know how to do it. Like,
Oh
it's
no, I
your
know.
shared show with Nico. It's your, you know,
Mm.
you're part of like
Don't leave
the
Nico out
core
of it.
team. You need to know how to do this shit soon.
Well, that's the thing. Is that you know what? I haven't had a chance enough to do it, and I thought this was a perfect day, just because you know what? Honestly, guys, this day means a lot to me and a lot to people I know out there. I mean, especially to everybody this year that's been going through it, and you know, I just wanted to try and see if people would want to talk and see if it would actually help anybody. I know, you know, we're all suffering from it. Like it's close to me. I mean, I deal with a lot of issues myself, as Julie knows, because you know, I tend to vent to Julie a lot. She is a big lifesaver. As much as I don't tell her to sometimes, you know, and I seem to be busting her balls, she is a big lifesaver. She's talked me off the ledge a few times, if you know what I mean. But yeah, even though she sometimes drives me to go to that edge,
Oh
you
my
know.
god. Here
No,
we
but
go.
no,
JT's nightly call out for me not responding to texts. He
no,
thinks
yeah,
he's roasting me. He really does.
no. I know people are busy, and that you know what, I have a weird schedule, and that's the problem, right?
Not even that. Like, man, I just like here's my let's talk story for the day.
No,
My social meter has sucked since I've been on nights. Like my ability to deal with social interactions hit the
I figured
floor.
that. I figured that.
Since I've been on nights, I'm like my energy is allotted to making my lunch and going to work. And when I get home, I do nothing.
You're
And
like,
I don't
fuck
talk to
this.
anybody. Yeah, not to rip it apart, but I don't respond to anybody because I'm like, I don't want to talk. I can't. And like, some nights I will. Some nights I'm up for it and I'm just like, whatever, we'll shoot the shit for a bit. But yeah, I don't know. A lot right now. And I'm coming off nights soon, so it'll change. I don't get any daylight right now. I
That's
don't.
another thing.
Yeah. And I'm
That's a
not
big
like
thing.
I'm supplementing a little bit. I'm taking vitamins and shit for the first time in like a long time to try and supplement not getting any vitamin D and whatever else. But
Yeah. How many more
it
weeks you
just
got of this?
I got to finish this week and then I got next week and then I'm on like it's the new night shift, but it's not overnights. It's like we're doing 7 p.m. to 12 a.m. and then we're done. So it's 5 hours, 5 times a week, and there's more of us.
Hmm.
Um, uh,
Get more done.
well, not necessarily. Like it's not justifiable for them right now to do us three of us overnight for 40 hours. They're spending too much money, and there's not enough things to do consistently. Because sometimes we'll
Yeah.
have a full shift's worth of fucking stock to do or whatever, and some nights it's just like we're redoing counts we did 3 days ago, like just to have something to do. So it's starting to get to that point where it's like it's not worth it to do it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, shift work. I like it. I don't know. It's the most that I have liked working for the place that we work for in a long time because it helps me realize that I can't deal with our customers most of the time. That I'm like, this is the most I enjoy my job because I don't have to talk to anyone.
Yeah, it is pretty sad, but you know what? Once you go back to that regular, the regular sort of way when you can, socialize with some sort of people during the day and not the same
Yeah.
as say three people at night and whatever.
That's what I know. I like the girls. That's not to say anything about them
No,
either.
no, no, no.
But
I
like,
know, but you can
I
only
don't.
you can only interact with them for so long at a time, right? Without having
Oh,
other interaction.
It's that I. It's not that I can. How do I explain this? Like, I live with three other people, right? One of them, Levi and Laura, and I have another roommate. And I don't even see them that much, and we all live here. Like, because everybody's sleeping when I'm awake, even on my days off.
Yeah.
And, by the time I get back and, I'm up for a couple of hours, they're not up yet sometimes.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't really even see anybody that lives here. And, and even if I wanted to like chit chat with any of the people in my social circle, it's, there's like a 12-hour or more delay between our conversations because they're not awake when I am to like text or whatever, Snapchat each other. And like whatever, that's fine. Like I said, my social media is shit right now. I just don't, I'm like, I'm exhausted from living. So once I get off night, it's bad.
Yeah, you're just like, that's it. I just want to go to hit the sack, and that's it. Now,
Yeah.
that's I know. I went through that for that last month of December, and I couldn't wait to get back. I mean, I was telling Nico the same thing. I couldn't wait to get back during the day. I mean, this whole year, period, working crazy hours and doing stuff. And I know there's a lot of people out there that probably work a lot crazier hours than us, and work a lot crazier jobs too. First of all, like, you got everybody that, on the front line, you got everybody that's got to handle it every day or see it every day.
Props to anybody working in healthcare right now. Y'all are the realest fuckers out there.
Yeah, straight up, man. Because this is a lot of it's too for a lot of them because they don't have anybody to talk to, and then I don't think I have any crazy healthcare workers listening to the show, but hopefully
Nico technically works in the healthcare sector.
Yeah, he does. So he's working. Why do you think he looks so stressed out this year? You know what I mean? I mean, you think it's all because of me? No, I'm only a small percentage of
You're
that.
partially responsible.
Yeah, I am partially responsible for about everybody in this chat's stressed right now. That I think I bust Rob's balls late at night. I bust my buddy Adrian's balls. Whoever I could find. Now I'm going to start having to bust Farhan's balls.
Whoever will listen.
That's right, exactly.
Just looking for a friend, guys.
Every day is Bell Let's Talk Day for JT because
oh my God. Is it ever?
It has to be because there's a lot of things that I cope with, that I try to deal with, and a lot of people make it sound like they make me feel like I'm just whining about shit or just fucking, but sometimes I got a lot of stuff that I have a hard time actually.
You have a hard time processing things sometimes.
And dealing with, and just it's easy, simple things that are sometimes I feel other people make it look so simple. Like, I mean, just for instance, instead of getting into in depth, but look how simple I made, how simple of a thing this is to start up and to enter. And I stressed out Nico within the first 5 minutes before starting about this, and he was hoping just to have a day.
I don't think you're overthinking it. Yeah, that's just what I was thinking too, Adrian. It just became 40% more stress. No, and I joke, but no, I don't think so. I think you're overthinking it. That
I do.
You got it. You're a procrastinator, man. You got to figure out how to do the things that we're doing tonight that you are learning now. You need to learn.
I should have done 10 years ago.
Well, not even that. Like. No, I'm not. I'm talking about the podcasting part. That
setting it all up.
You need to learn how to run this from your end because that's going to be you soon.
Yeah. See, I told you.
This is he's pushing. He's ruining my evening. Here we go.
You know, so it's see, this is where Nico gets to vent and let's talk, and then he doesn't have to come on the screen for me to say anything. He can just say it there and get me going. He's better at typing than he is watch. You think he's good about talking? He's going to start typing in here and doing everything. But no,
Yay.
there's a lot of us, and
He's
this
allowed.
is what I wanted to push too, because there's a lot of males too that don't say it.
It's turning into the roast of JT in the comments section.
Oh, it's okay. This is what I want, because you know what? Honestly, guys, if I can make people laugh out there, even at my expense, I don't care, man.
It all rolls off his shoulders. It really does.
It really does. The stuff that people break my balls about and stuff like that, it's nothing, man. You know, I'd rather them get a good laugh than me even understand what they're talking about, because I don't even think I understood that one that Adrian posted up there about if he wasn't already home, he'd leave, because you know, I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but yeah, you get it. It's all good, but no, and a lot of things here too is that I like to stress that a lot of men too that we don't talk about a lot of our issues, and
I
we don't.
know.
And
Isn't that bizarre? Like, I don't if this okay. So I've seen some criticism of Bell Let's Talk and their initiatives today, and that's fine. Like, you know, there's people that are not to shit on them, but just to they're all up. I've seen it a few times on my Facebook today, where like people are just saying Bell doesn't give a shit about this, and even. I don't know. I don't know what the case is with it. Like, I'm not going to pretend to know what the, you know, background behind this whole Let's Talk Day thing is. But, like, even if it doesn't, like, make... What I'm trying to say is at least it's being talked about more than it was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. Like, it's bringing more awareness, if nothing else. It's kind of helping to sort of destigmatize it, if nothing else, is what I was trying to say.
Yeah, and I'm hoping it does for a lot of males and stuff like that. I mean, you can honestly see I have no problem. You see, this is the thing. I have no problem when it comes to venting with people and people that I know and I associate with and I care about. But when it comes to complete strangers, and you know, I don't know if there's anybody that's like me out there or whatever, but when it comes to complete strangers and having to actually talk to them and you know try to get some help and some therapy and some stuff like that, you know, it's hard because it's like my doctor. I want to find that person that you connect with. You know, I don't just want to go to that person once in a while. And I know that, you know, sometimes with our healthcare that we have here, we're lucky that we have a great healthcare system and stuff like that, and people work hard every day and stuff like that. But I honestly believe that if this year the government doesn't understand that that mental awareness and mental health should be part of a healthcare and better than the kind of ones they provide, then they have something to rethink when it comes to healthcare too, because this is just showing a lot of stuff this year. I didn't realize that. I mean, they say that there's every 40 seconds. I don't want to be, you know, morbid, but every 40 seconds there's somebody that commits suicide, and
it seems
crazy.
like everybody knows somebody, you know what I mean? Like, it's that common, like to know somebody. I was reading that today, like that was part of, you know, the research I was doing ahead of this event here tonight, was, you know, just to pull up some facts and stuff that, you know, we could discuss. But one of the things I came across today was like 1 in 5, I think it was 1 in 5 Canadians specifically, like that was the demographic. It was like 1 in 5 Canadians deals with some kind of mental health issue, like a mental health related issue that so if you know 5 people, you know somebody that has a mental health problem, and maybe you know are saying to yourself, well, I can't think of, maybe they haven't told you. That's like, a lot of people don't, and you know, that's their business. They don't necessarily talk about it, but you are pretty much guaranteed to know somebody that has some kind of mental health issue in their life.
Yeah, and whether it be something as simple as just not being able to open up. There's other people that have issues with like me, let's say with the ADHD and growing up with it, and having to focus, and that's a big thing of mine, like is focusing and trying to keep on track and trying to keep on certain things, on certain tasks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I find that obviously, guys, you guys know me, and I end up dabbing too much into to other things. Like, I mean, I smoke a lot of marijuana, and I think that helps me keeps me on track.
Self-medicates in case
but
this is your first
guys,
time.
I'll be honest with you guys here, and I thought to myself today, if I'm going to come on this show, I am going to be completely sober.
Oh my God!
So, guys, I mean, take
This is
this
like-
if you guys are on, if you guys see me.
You're gonna
I'm
put this
sober.
into practice like from now on.
No, but I'm just saying that this is me being completely sober
Yes.
for this show, because I don't think we should
Because it's
overindulge.
serious. Because you wanted to be serious about it. I think that's
I wanted to be nervous too. I wanted to show people that I wanted to show people that kind of like the real side when it comes to me, like that I am different. I am nervous when it comes to certain things. Like, look at me. I mean, I came down to the wire again.
That's I don't know. I'm
It's hard.
impressed, Jay. I'm impressed.
I'm trying, I mean, it's something that, especially this year, I've noticed that I've indulged in more is my bad habits and routines. And I know a lot of people
Yeah. So is
have
everybody.
done the same. Yeah. And I've seen there's a lot of, especially with this COVID fatigue and people that are working constantly and are even not working and have to deal with shit from just life, if it's anybody that has to be home because they're not, and having to worry about paying for bills and has to worry about that. And I noticed that people are picking up bad habits and stuff like that, and they're getting worse, right? And they're indulging in stuff that, probably at that point they might not be able to afford. Like, I know I've been lucky because I have been working all year, and unfortunately, like some other people, I was one of the lucky ones during this pandemic time, and I actually got myself a full-time job during this time. And
I kind of didn't think about that. You scored full time in the middle of it.
well, and that's the thing. It kind of got lost and stirred up in that whole mix. I wanted to be happy for myself, and I wanted to be, I wanted to kind of. But the problem is that when every time I said something to somebody I knew, they had lost their jobs. So I've had some friends that have lost their jobs, and I feel horrible, and I feel like I shouldn't be saying anything because, I don't want to be rubbing it in that now I'm all of a sudden
Right.
I got a full-time job. But I mean, obviously it was a long time coming, and you know that, right? But
Yeah. It's not like this guy hasn't earned it, really. Like you
No.
put in your time. I mean, it had come up for you
Longer.
a few times before now, and it was just,
a matter of time.
you were nervous. It wasn't time. You didn't want to go yet, and
No.
I'm glad you did it. It's
It was
good to
fun.
have the guaranteed income. It's change is good sometimes. You still have all the fucking same people around you too. Like you're at a different store, but I mean everybody who was your friend is still your friend. Like
Well,
you know what I mean?
And then that's true. And then, like I said, I've noticed even at work and through other people and stuff like that, I noticed people are getting stressed out, even ones that have been working all day and all year. So I'm trying to see if this will help if anybody's tuned in from work or anybody's tuned in that's listening and paying attention. That you know what, honestly, this is something that I take seriously. I kind of take personal, like kind of like when I do that epilepsy thing or I do the Movember mustache challenge and stuff like that. I always try to do
involved
stuff.
in a lot of charity products, JT.
I try to be the charity case.
More
But-
than I realized until just now. You're involved in a lot of noble causes.
I try, like I'm not doing it for any sort of recognition or anything like that. I'm just trying to help people out, man. I'm just trying to have a good time,
It's stuff that is important to you because it means something to you because it's had some kind of effect on your life.
Yeah, and it does.
Something that is close to you because it has affected you.
Yeah. So, what about you? Have you had any? Have you figured any ways to cope with any of this? Because I know you must be going through that fatigue too. I mean, of that whole.
Totally. And you know what I had kind of forgotten about, like that I was like wondering why they do this at the same like why they do it at this time of year every year, but it makes a lot of sense because this is like the third week in January is supposed to be the week where everybody has burnout after Christmas and New Year's and everything. It's like this is the most common week for like seasonal depression type stuff. I
Mhm.
think like
Oh
it's
yeah.
just it's the third weekend is like when everybody burns out after the new year, which is makes a lot of sense. And so what I've been doing, actually, I should have fucking brought that in with me. Hold on. Let me just run real quick to the other room. Give me a sec.
No problem. And
You
you
talk to
know
the
what?
chat for a second. I'll be right back.
I got no problem. And you know, the guys, the best thing about this is that there is a lot of ways and stuff to deal with and cope with stuff like that, right? There is a lot of coping mechanisms and stuff like that. You know, first of all, it's always good to talk to somebody, guys. Like, you know, I've talked to millions of people over my life. I can't find the right one. So, you know, hopefully one day I will. I keep trying. I don't know, maybe it's just I don't like to agree with what they have to say, but it's also something that I have an issue with too is actually talking with people, even though people think that all I do is talk. Unless you're a close friend, you don't hear stories. People like Julie have heard stories from me, Nico, Adrian, people in the group. These guys deal with a lot of the stories that I have had to talk about, and they hear a lot of the shit. And I feel like sometimes that I drive them crazy about it. I mean, there is times when I probably do drive Julie mad, you know, when it comes to talking about certain things. And I'm not saying you just you personally. There is a lot of
No, I
people
know.
because I
I'm not
do
taking personal offense to it.
because
I'm trying to explain
once
myself.
once I find somebody to talk to, I'm good. It's just that sometimes at that one point I need that person just to hear me. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Regardless if it doesn't make sense to that person or if it doesn't justify if I'm not doing anything to do it. I need to know that. See, this is the problem. I have never found anybody the proper help that I needed, and this is the thing. And I've done through a lot of our government funding, and I've gone through a lot of networks
Yeah.
that way, and I've never found anything that
Like a person
could
that you've
help.
actually connected with.
No, yes, ever. And I know there's
Yeah.
other people that have actually got it through private like therapy and stuff like that have actually helped better. But I also heard that people through our work, you know,
Okay.
we have our employee assistance program, right?
Yes, we do.
And I know that helps a lot. So if that helps a lot,
Yeah.
I've heard that people have actually gotten better help that way.
It's sort of a stepping stone, what I've found. That EFAP program that we are connected to through work, it's not like a, how do I put this? It's not a be all end all solution. Like when you're looking for something in this realm of like, and that's how they advertise it too, right? They're like if you need anybody to talk to, whatever it is, like if it's stress, if it is mental health related, if it's, whatever it is, if you're just going through financial rough times, whatever the fuck it is, you can call them and they will connect you to somebody that can assist you with whatever that is. But what I found with the mental health part of it is they connect you to like a counselor, and the counselor connects you to somebody else eventually. You get like there's like, it's not like you have a limit, but it's like this guy or girl that they connect you to is like a stepping stone into another, like to connect you to somebody more helpful kind of thing. Like it's sort of like a cover all your bases type counselor, and they help you for a few visits and then they recommend you to somebody more targeted to whatever the
Problem
cause
is,
it that you're getting in touch with them.
yeah, whatever the issue may be, like
Yeah.
whatever they find that the issue may be, what you're contacting them for, or what you need from them, or
Yeah,
whatnot.
like, and like I just know, like I've known people personally that have gotten in touch with that same program, because like I think that program's kind of common amongst, like that EFAP program is kind of common amongst
work
like
companies.
different workplaces, because like the person that I'm talking about doesn't work with us and doesn't work for our company, but is connected to the same program through their workplace. So I think it might be kind of, one that workplaces will connect with and work with, like it might be common. But that person got connected to a counselor that works for the EFAP, and then the counselor connected them to a therapist. So it seems like they're like a stepping stone to get you help targeted to your specific
needs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I was hoping on. Like a lot of people have been telling me that through the one for work, you know, and they've probably been telling it to me for years. But you know, they call it Bell, let's talk. So I let people talk, but I don't, you know, I listen. But I guess it should be Bell, let's listen. You know, because honestly, it's not just about talking; it's also about listening too, right? And the problem is, if you don't take what people say seriously, which I tend to make it feel like I don't take it seriously towards other people, and that's something I try not to do. But I think that comes across that way sometimes. That I try.
What do you mean?
I try not to listen to what they're saying when it comes into their, like, into, let's say when I talk with Nico, or when I talk with you and I vent, or let's say about something, and you're listening, but I'm not listening to what you're telling me back to do. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's where I have my issue, in the sense that putting it into motion. I don't know a better way of how to describe it.
I know what you're saying.
Like I don't like to call it procrastinating. I've heard that all my life. I've heard that it is kind of like procrastinating.
Yeah,
it is. It's along the same lines, I think. But I just
turned
don't know.
into JT's therapy session really quick. But like,
well, no, I just
you have a tough time with change. That's you're set in your ways in a lot of things habitually.
As you've seen.
Yep. I mean, the coffee, but not just the coffee, but like of all the many vices you have, I think the coffee one is probably the least harmful. But you're set in your ways in a lot of things that you do, and I think you just have you have comfort in your routine. You find comfort in the pattern, like, of doing the same
working
things.
For me right now. That's the way I feel. Is that I feel like it's working for me right now. It's not fucking up.
Yeah, you're
and
like
I'm not
worried if you break the routine, then it will kill you. Like,
that's what I worry about a lot of the times, 90% of the times, and I don't know how to fix that. I honestly don't.
Yeah,
that's something that it's hard to fix.
Yeah, you have a hard time with change, which is why it took a long time for the full-time thing to come around. Like, because they had
remember how many times when they had offered it to me, how many times I went over it with you and I said, what should I do? Should I? Shouldn't I? Even though I was going crazy in the old store.
You have a tough time making those decisions too, because you don't like change, and that's why it all came around to, like, you stayed for each of those times up until recently. And it just, I don't know, maybe it was just the right time. Just circumstantially, it was like, okay, you know what? I'm done.
It's time to hit the road.
The way things were, and that's fine. And it was good. It was good. Things are fine. You didn't die. You went to a new store. All of the people that you knew at our store are still the same people that you know.
The world never ended.
No, nothing changed that much. We don't see each other in person as often. I think we still talk as much.
I try to. I do. If not, I try to bust your bus more than anything.
Here comes the roast.
No. I do bust your balls. You know that. I feel bad sometimes.
I have big shoulders too. It rolls off my back also.
I sit there and I think to myself, maybe I'm pissing Julie off. I better stop. I'm just gonna back down. I don't know. I feel like sometimes I feel like I get too pushy with some people, right?
I was talking about this. I was dissecting this with Laura the other day. I hate small talk. That's a huge part of it. I fucking hate small talk.
There's a lot of
I don't know why. It's not, and when people hit me up just to like that I haven't talked to in ages, my brain, and maybe we're figuring out something about me right now, probably, but like when people that I haven't talked to in a long fucking time hit me up and they're like, hey, how you doing? Blah, 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 blah. And they just want to, and maybe it's because they really just do want to know. They haven't talked to me in ages. They want to know what's up.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're like looking for somebody to, reciprocate the same kind of, how have you been doing? And they just needed somebody to talk to. But my brain doesn't go there. My brain goes first to, okay, I haven't talked to you in ages. You're going to ask me for something. Just get to the point. And that's fine. I would prefer that type of communication. That's what I was figuring out with Laura the other day. I was like, when people hit me up and they want to have a whole like bullshit small talk conversation first, like you don't have to do that with me. I don't require that for our interaction. Like I'm not going to be like, if you hit me up and if somebody's like, just as an example,
Hey,
if
what's
somebody
up?
hits me up and they're like, hey, can like, and it only if it's super easy. I don't want to advertise this as like a thing that I do, but like if people hit me up and they're like, hey, can you do this thing in Photoshop for me really quick? And it's something stupid and it's something I can turn around in like 30 seconds.
Yeah, like
I'm
my
like, yeah,
coffee
totally.
enema.
You don't have to hit me up and be like, hey, how you been? What's going on? How's work? Hey, can you Photoshop this for me? You don't have to bury it. You can just ask me for it. I'm not gonna be offended if you don't put the work in first. I really don't give a shit. That's like what I was figuring out, and it has like trained me to hate small talk for that reasons, and that's basically what it is. It comes
That's
down
all
to
I
that.
do is small talk.
And I know, and that's what you get out of me. I'm like, I don't like. Just tell me what you want. That's all I'm looking for. But I know that you're not looking for anything specific. You just want to talk. You just want to talk to somebody, and that's fine.
No,
That's
and
fine.
then
It's okay
that's
to
the
need
problem.
that.
Yeah, no, and that's the problem. And I know, and I like I said, and a lot of people too have lives and stuff like that. And it's not to say that you know I'm not trying to say that they don't think I'm not part of their lives and whatever. And you know, I'm not.
No.
I don't mean anything to them because it's true, but they do.
And
they
you
have
know-
stuff to do, and my hours of operation are not the same as most people, as you know that.
No
like I
kidding.
said, with
JT's
my
most active
problems.
hours are when everyone else is sleeping.
Yes,
Okay.
I am a night owl.
Yes.
But-
So am I normally, but it's right now it's like my
It's just too
waking
much.
hours. My waking hours are very busy. That's what it is, and it, like I don't fucking mean anything by it when I'm just like I don't have time for this conversation right now. But if you're like, okay, real talk, if you're like, I need to fucking tell you something, like whatever it is, if we need to have a conversation about something, you can hit me up and say, listen, I really need to talk about such and such, whatever it is. That is enough of a fucking signal to me to be like, okay, I'm gonna call you and figure it
I'm
out.
gonna call him. Yeah.
But if it's not, if it's just like, you know,
Don't give me that idea. You don't.
don't abuse that privilege either.
I know,
Anyway, so what
otherwise-
we were saying,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying.
Yes.
What we were saying about how I've like what outlets I've been using during the stressful time. The reason I had to run to the other room is because what I have been doing to self-soothe myself and my own brain during these times is I have taken up some artsy kind of English is hard for me right now because I'm trying to multitask, but I've been starting to do artsy stuff, which I haven't done. Like I was never really an art kid. I was the music kid. I always wanted to be an art kid. Like my mom can draw really fucking well, and like I knew a lot of people that were really artsy, and I was like, how the fuck do you guys do this? Like that was just something that always blew my mind. But I got an iPad recently, and there's this program called Procreate that I've been seeing everywhere, and I get targeted ads on Facebook all the time, so I bought it. And this is the type of stuff. Oh, the fucking reflection's gonna be terrible. Hold on a second.
Probably.
Maybe I can turn down the brightness a little bit. But this is what I've been doing. Oh, I don't know how to use it. Oh, here we go. This is what I do in my spare time now. I'm like a doodler now. I've been like,
So was that clouds and stuff like that?
yeah,
Or just
it's kind of like a ambient sort of thing.
Well-
It doesn't. Oh, sorry.
I see it. I'm pretty sure everybody can see it.
Like, this one. These are the ones that are done. It's not
Well,
super clear, but like, you know what I'm doing.
Yeah, no, I can see
You
exactly.
get the
what-
idea.
Yeah.
And that has kind of been an outlet for me. I just on my days off, I put like 8 hours in and just fucking vibe out to some music and draw a bunch of shit.
No, I can't draw, so if I did, I'd probably
Neither
be just
can I.
scribbling.
That's the crazy thing. That's the best part about it is I can't fucking draw. If you give me a pencil and paper and I tried to do that, it would look like shit. But
Yeah, I see.
digital and yeah, I guess I should like I shouldn't discount the fact that I have taught myself how to do this like graphic design stuff during the pandemic. Like the
Well, you
stuff that
showed
I
you showed
do
how
for
I
you
did
guys.
an enema. Yeah, exactly. You showed me
Yeah, like
holding an
okay,
enema.
that's
But how the
Photoshop.
fuck? I get it, but how the hell did you do that? I was
Photoshop
getting
is different.
comments about that all day at work, and
That's
for
how I
people,
Photoshop the fucking enema
you know,
into your hand.
with the Bernie Sanders up in the corner sitting there. That was
Photoshop.
hilarious. I
That's
know it was
easy.
Photoshop.
That's
I know
easy
it
shit.
was. What the hell was I holding in my hand for you to replace it with the? Was it the
You were
coffee?
giving me a thumbs up, but your fingers were curled enough that it looked like you were holding stuff.
You
I
and these
love that
bitches.
people were like, or whatever you're saying, that people are like, oh my God, how'd you do that? But nobody's asking what the fuck was on your head in that photo. Nobody asked me that.
No, nobody asked me either.
I know. I was like, did they not know? Like, can they not see it? Nobody has been like, what the fuck are you wearing on your head? That's what the pictures of, guys.
Yeah. See, that's where,
Anyway,
and I'll be
yeah.
honest, that's where most of my stress release is unfortunately, and I hate to say it, guys, is at work. You know, as much as people
In
get
what way?
stressed out at work, most of my social life is work,
Yes.
right?
And I think
90% of my
that's
social
probably the
life
case for a lot of people right now is because
nowadays. But even any
right now.
time back then too, it was the same way.
Yeah, I think you've always just that's like I don't know, that's part of being an adult though. Your social circle becomes localized to the people that you work with.
Yeah.
I mean, you know people outside of work too, but like that, extracurricular social circle gets smaller because you
Yeah.
don't see those people often. If you're not in school, like whatever your circumstantial situation is where you spend the most of your time, you get close to the people that are in that space. If you're at work 40 hours a week, you get to know his stress relief is coffee enemas. That's the answer, guys.
It is
We
the
just
answer.
figured it out.
It is the answer. I haven't had one in a while, so maybe that's why I feel a little stressed.
Did you really get one? You actually had one?
This Nico, if you believe that, that's Nico fucking with me. We're making
my
jokes,
God.
but it's like the funneling the coffee we were talking like they do with the alcohol when they funnel it. And
That's what an enema is. You can do an enema with coffee. I don't know what the purpose is or what. Like people are just mainlining caffeine into their butts. That's essentially what the coffee enema is supposed to do for you.
And apparently it helps, right? I don't know what the hell it does.
Yes,
It cleans it out.
I'm not gonna find out. I don't care to fucking explore that myself, but
That's what I always wondered. If it's good going up, how come it's not good going down, like through your throat?
it bypasses your liver when you put it up your butt. Essentially, that is what the premise of it is.
Yeah,
Because
so it keeps all the
the
crap out of there.
tissue in your intestinal tract or whatever is more sensitive to absorbing whatever it is that you're putting in there.
This has
And then
gotten
it
into a
bypasses your
really.
liver and doesn't get filtered, so you're getting straight caffeine up the butt. That's like the.
this is getting a real.
I have no idea if that is true, so don't take me at my word.
Yeah, don't worry. We have anything that we're not doctors
I'm not
here today. No, we're not doctors here today. We're just here to chat and to see. I'm waiting for some people
And
to
look what
say.
it turned into. We're talking about asses again. Every
It just
time.
seems to happen that way. I guess I bring that out in people.
I hope people are laughing and I'm not just crazy.
Maybe they see my face and all you guys think about is asses. I don't know, but yeah, it's kind of funny though when you think about it.
Anyway,
but
let's get back to the real business here so that I can. So I threw my 1 in 5 people fact in there. What else did I have saved here?
Oh, I have I want to throw up some of those because I got some links with coping with fatigues, like COVID fatigue and stuff like that, PDFs and stuff that I'm going to try to see how I can post on the late night chat Instagram, guys, for everybody if they want to see it, because
That's a good idea.
Yeah, just in case they want to revisit stuff or if they need stuff to help, like proper proper stuff. I don't know if it's the CDC and stuff like that with coping with during COVID times and just coping with mental health, man. There's a lot. There's a lot of links there. There's ones with depression, anxiety, stuff like that, right?
Yeah. So we probably found the same kind of thing that I was looking at. I got I'm gonna give another 15 minutes to this, and then I gotta go get ready for work, my guy.
No worries. I'm surprised I got an hour into it almost already.
Well, yeah, we're up 45 minutes, but And I mean, definitely feel free to continue. Maybe you can get um, something going with the chat. Maybe you can answer some questions or something. I don't know. It doesn't have to end just because I go, but I'm just saying 15 more minutes and then I gotta go make my lunch. Okay, so actually, you know what? Go ahead with what you were gonna say, and I will find the thing that I was talking about.
Oh no, I was actually just talking about stuff like people when they to deal with stress, right, and stuff like that. Like you know, it's sorry. I try to focus on this comment section here too. I just want to, if people are really talking and want to talk to us and ask us questions, go ahead. I know people
Yeah.
like Rob and has been answered stuff, and I
Yeah,
noticed here in the chat. I didn't want to know if these people wanted me to put this up personally, but I mean, I know people have said that EAP thing works, right, and that finding it is hard to find the right counseling, but that's one of the huge things that
Yeah.
I've been trying to push, right, Michelle, and
That's
I
the
thank you for
thing.
commenting on that and stuff. But it's
Yes,
the
thank
one
you.
thing that's really hard. Like, I mean, if you know any special EAP, I'd be glad, or even any like therapy groups and stuff like that. Like, I'd be great if you can hook me up with
You'd be
some sort of
interested.
link. Well, I would be interested. No, but it would be great if I could get uh, a help out when it comes to certain things like that. Like I want to post up some links and stuff like that too, right?
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. Like, yeah, if there was like an advertisable thing that you could connect people with, I got you.
Yeah.
This is something that I didn't know. This is from the City of Toronto website. So if you're a Toronto local, this could apply to you and might help you if this is something you should need.
Mm.
Everybody knows that you can call 911 if you're having a medical emergency. So if you're in immediate danger or medical distress of some kind in an emergency, you can call 911. Did you know that for other needs, mental health and social service related, you can call 211 to get connected to someone? I didn't know that.
Yeah, they said that's 211. They made a joke
I
about that
didn't
today.
know that.
211. Yeah. But they said people call 311. Isn't that's the number? Wasn't that the
311
number?
is like city services. That's like if
Yeah.
you find a dead animal on the side of the road.
Yeah.
That's not it. Don't call 311. They're not going to help you.
And don't call 911 unless it's a life-threatening medical emergency.
Obviously, if you're having, a major emergency mental health related, call 911. But 211, I didn't know that was a quick dial you could do to be connected to mental health and social services. I had no idea. And that was just on the City of Toronto website. There was other and this is the thing I was looking for today because I was like, one of the biggest barriers I think in this circle, like mental health and social service related, is that the cost, because it's not part of our free healthcare stuff. Like,
well, that's one of the big things that I hope that the government realizes during all of this, that not just that we need vaccines and stuff like that, but we also need
we need to
awareness.
Make mental health not such an expensive thing.
Yeah, and I like that's the big thing, right?
And there is like some, government funded or free services, but I don't know how accessible they are to everybody. Like, who knows how booked up stuff like this gets or whatever. Like, you could end up on a waiting list or.
Well, that's the thing
else.
too, right? There is huge waiting lists, and there is, and for a lot of these things, and especially now because, they said that even addiction therapy and stuff like that. I mean, addictions in this time have gone up. They were saying
part of
opioids.
Health, so it's absolutely part of mental health. Addiction programs are included. Like, I mean, there's stuff that's like AA and NA and whatever else. There's another one. Smart Recovery, NA, and AA. Those are all, to my knowledge, donation-based kind of services. Like, it's the sort of you can go to it, and it's essentially a free service, but it's like going to church. There's like a donation bin, or they pass the hat around at the end, and if you want to donate, you can. But it's like that is a free service that's available. But that's addiction based. It's not relative for everybody.
Well, they were
Um,
saying opioid addiction has gone up 45%.
I bet it has. It's that's people self-medicating.
And it's, yeah,
Um,
abusing, right? Like, and when
yeah.
you're home alone, I mean, I see it personally. I know I do it personally. I mean, I know there's a lot of friends that I have out there that do the same thing, and they do things to help self-medicate, and it's not always good. But I also have friends that I've seen overcome a lot of these things,
Mhm.
and not just have to deal with, not just have to uh, get. I mean, they find the right help. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, there is certain people out there, as long as you can find the right person in contact and reach the right person, there is
Mhm.
people that will help, right? um Honestly, I
It's
personally,
trial and error.
it
That's the
is,
part that sucks about it too, because
and then
for
you give
some,
up.
yeah, for people that are just struggling with this kind of thing, trial and error is not a great thing for them to have to go through. Like failure, like not failure. I guess failure is the right word, but like it's a harsh word to use, but um failure is a catalyst for mental health problems a lot. So the trial and error thing, like with having to get connected with the right person or with the right program or whatever, that's it's not helpful. And I mean that's an
And I'm wondering if
unfortunate
it's
part of
like
the.
that all
Sorry, go
over
ahead.
Ontario. I'm wondering if that's a part like all over Ontario, or if that's just more bigger. It happens harder. It's harder to find the proper help in the city, and when you're outside of the city, it might be
Maybe.
a little bit easier, maybe
But what I
less.
mean is, like, you might not, maybe you don't click with that person, like the person that you initially get paired up with or whatever. Maybe
Mhm.
you're not a match as far as personality wise or whatever. And that's part of the trial and error process. That's never going to be eliminated. Like maybe you just don't connect with that person on a personal level for them to help you or whatever. Uh, that's part of the trial and error process, but then we will never be able to eliminate that.
No,
But yeah, like there's
it's
never going to be a one fits all kind of solution for this. Um, but
one time,
the
one
other
time
barriers of
fix. Just never.
like the financial barriers in place and like the stigmatization, like all of these other things that are in the way before you even get to the part where it's trial and error.
Mhm.
There are things that the government and we can do about that. Um, that like that needs to change. That needs to get improved. That was the other thing I was going to say is CAMH. CAMH is a really good resource, but I don't know. This is the thing I was thinking about the other day. Is CAMH, is that like a free resource though, or do you? That's not okay. I think it's a free resource. That's not what I meant. But like, you can't. You have to get connected to CAMH through somebody else. Do you not? Like, don't you have to get a referral to like
Yeah, you
get?
do.
That's
I've
what I
talked
thought.
to my doctor about something like that, right?
Yeah.
Because
So
I mean, I
basically, I
don't
have to
have
talk.
hardcore addictions, but I mean, I do
Well,
have.
I was gonna say with your quit smoking thing that you were doing before, like you got connected to that. That was
Yeah,
part of CAMH's program.
that
But
was.
you had to get a referral from a GP, like to get in touch with that.
Yeah,
That's what I thought. Okay, so
yeah.
then basically, if your family doctor can refer you to CAMH, like that is something you can get connected to quite easily, as long as you're already with a physician. That's the other problem. It's like I don't know how many people I don't have a doctor here. I just go to walk-ins when I need stuff. But
You should find
um
a good family doctor. I always recommend that to everybody because
yeah, it's
honestly, guys,
important.
it is very important, and you don't want to be not like, I know people that don't go to the doctor on a regular basis, not even on a yearly
Yeah.
basis, let's say, and somebody that knows them as a person, uh, and if they know them as a person, right?
Mhm.
They
That's good to know. Okay, so
yeah,
you can just walk into the
without a
building
referral
and get
actually.
connected with somebody.
Oh, okay, cool.
I don't like yeah, I don't want to
Like I don't know how it works, but I want to, like, I know my doctor wanted to refer me there just because of
well
certain
yeah,
things
because
I've
maybe
had
there was
to
some
go through.
specialist like to get in touch with specifically, but I'm sure that there's resources at KMH where it's just like, okay, you need crisis counseling, you need this, whatever. I'm sure that that's like a thing you can just walk in and get probably.
Yeah, but I always
Um,
feel like I'm taking advantage of it. Like, really, what do I need to go there for? What? Because I smoke cigarettes and I drink coffee?
That's a
But
big thing with people that like I can't remember what it's called, but like people that are minimizing their own like comparatively to other people's problems. I forget what it's called, but when you're like, wow, I'm not suffering as much as the next person. I don't need this.
I
That's
feel that
not
way a lot of
that's
the times, and I think that's something in here more than anything. Like I care
yeah, it
more about
stems
other
from
people than I care about more about other people's well-being than my own, in a sense.
yeah, but don't it's not
But people have told me to not sell myself short that way.
yeah, like it doesn't mean that you don't have a problem. Like you know what I mean? Like when you're like I'm like oh okay, so I have this whatever unspecified problem. I have this issue,
Mm.
but I don't have it as bad as other people. They need help more than me. I'm not going to get help. That train of thought doesn't help anyone. You know what I mean?
No, and I don't think it does. I don't think it helps anybody. But
But a lot of people
how do
think
you
like
not
that.
think like that? Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of people in this chat group. I know there's a lot of people out there, and I know there's a lot of people that we know that are the same way in a sense. But there is also some people that won't hesitate to be the first ones in line when they need to get that sort of help, right?
Therapy is a good resource for anyone. You don't have to specifically have any particular point of finger, mental illness
Diagnosis.
or, social need for therapy per se. Like you can just see it. And again, one of the biggest barriers with therapy in particular is it's fucking expensive. It is
Big time.
expensive. And a lot of, even if you're on a benefit plan, a lot of times therapy will be under a subset that you have such and such dollar amount per calendar year that you can use towards therapy. And sometimes it's only like 3 visits because therapy is expensive.
Oh shit! And those guys, they get paid big bucks an hour. Like
So 3 times a year you can go and talk, you know what I mean? Like that sucks. That sucks for people that are like, and maybe that's enough for some people. I don't know. The point is everybody should get therapy at some point in their life. It doesn't necessarily need to be related to some particular mental health problem or any kind of problem. You can still just get therapy. You can still just talk about, okay, I'm stressed out because of this. Like you can still just go to a therapist. But like I said, the problem is that it can be kind of fucking costly and that sucks. But
everybody need to tell you that like people I get it all the time, and I know maybe there's some people out there too, but they should be taking some of their own advice sometimes or whatever. You know, like there is some things I say I know to other people, and I try to be good with everybody, that especially friends that I come in contact with, and I probably still have the same friends that I've had since high school. You know,
right.
And the ones that I've picked up over the years have been great. I mean, everybody in here in this chat, everybody that has ever followed us on, the Late Night Chat Network and the Late Night Chat Show, and it's done everything for us here over the last couple of years now with me and Nico. I mean, those guys, all you guys, I mean, you guys are I've considered you guys close to the heart. I mean, just having you there every Monday, that was a big thing. Just having everybody there every Monday. Like that. That's
part of JP's comforting routine, guys.
You don't even understand, guys. I am totally shaken.
This is a therapeutic thing for him.
When it comes to Nico and not being on that screen with me, I am shaking inside. Even though it's not that hard, guys. You know, I'm good at talking.
Turned it into an addiction by accident.
I did. But that's what happens with me, Julie. I turn things into an addiction.
You have a very addictive personality.
Very bad habit-forming personality.
Mm-hmm.
And
this is not a bad habit to form.
No, but that's what I mean.
You can still do this. You just have to learn, on days where it's like, okay, nobody can link up to do it, you have to learn to talk to a camera by yourself. And that's freaky. I can't do that.
It is.
Nico does a really good job of it. Like when he's doing the comic stuff and he's like, and I'm like, how the fuck do you just keep going? I would run out of things to say after 10 minutes. Like without the chat, even like that's the other thing is like when he does these, I mean, he's doing a review. So there's like, itemized things to go through, but like you don't even have the chat participation. The chat participation to bounce off of like that. I couldn't do that.
Thanks, bro. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, he does start to shake though. That's the thing. Is I make him so nervous, man. That's why we work so good. That's why even the background is black and white. It's like yin and yang, the way it's mixed in together.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
that's why I did it that way.
All right, look at that. See, that's the underlining. You don't even
Yeah,
know that. That was the hidden way that was Julie's hidden way of thinking.
it was
Me
just
and you were
interesting to look
yin and
at
yang.
the checkerboard pattern, like I had some kind of original idea. Okay.
So,
Um,
what do you think? Anybody out here knows anybody that's a frontline worker that's there consistently every day that they know of, that they think, you know, if they want to shout anybody out, man, in the chat that knows anybody, I mean, go ahead. I'm
yeah,
glad to put it up there, because you know what? I think a lot of these people that are actually, the first ones to respond, and all those types of people, those are the ones
absolutely. Props to the
that
nurses, props to the fucking ambulatory care people,
Mhm.
anybody that works in the hospital, doctors, registered nurse practitioners, RNs, PNs, or sorry, RPNs, um, anybody who works in a senior care home, a retirement home, anybody who works with disabled people, what's that called? Like home care workers and anybody who's like a frontline healthcare person, good for you. And you are
no
much better a
much.
person than I can't even imagine doing what they do, especially now.
And even there,
Um
you know what, and now, because of
they yeah,
this year into it, I think even I would classify anybody as therapists, anybody that has to do something like that and has to deal with people now that they have to deal, first of all, with their own anxieties about the whole situation, with their
yeah.
whole own fears about their own families. They can't see their families.
There are people too, they're fucking scared.
I,
They're
I,
scared, I bet. Like fucking I
I'm
can't
lucky.
imagine. I can't imagine being like essentially, and they might have pre-existing conditions too that put them at risk. Like you never know. Like they're putting their fucking lives on the line. And there's idiots downtown every Saturday that have a parade to not wear masks and be dicks.
It's true,
And
and it's sad
I
because
disagree with those people. I'm sorry if anybody in here is like, you know, wants to um what am I trying to say? Like that wants to
make a point, and make their own, have their
no
own, have their
like
own.
that wants to diminish that this is a pandemic still. I understand. We're all tired of it. We're all tired of being inside all the time. We're all tired of not being able to see anybody we know.
Yeah,
Everybody has COVID fatigue. We need to tough it out though.
everybody. There's symptoms. Easy,
There's
guys. I
other
mean,
people out there that matter. Like
yeah.
other people matter. And the most if the most we've had to do for the last year and a little bit longer until enough people get vaccinated that it isn't such a huge problem. We just have to wear masks. We just have to wear masks
That's it.
and we have to stay home if we don't feel well.
hmm
It's not hard. We need to do it. We need to do it until the vaccine rollout is complete and enough people are vaccinated. Yeah. I don't agree with those people, those fucking those morons that have the parade, man. Like they're actively spreading it. Like they're making a point of spreading it, and that really sucks. That sucks for the rest of us. That sucks for anybody who's put the work in to like be careful and be,
Well, that's the
you
thing. I mean,
know,
like we've been for a whole year. Everybody, and I'm pretty sure everybody here that's in this chat is one of those people that have actually been doing their due diligence, doing what they're supposed to do, staying away, and they're sick of hearing every day about these rules and all this other crap that's going on, and they're tired of it. They just
yeah,
want to know when this is going to be over, when people can get some sort of vaccine, some sort of shot, some sort of, and Bill Burr said it the best, on one of his things, they got to
yeah.
start. No, I can't. I'm not going to say it. But he just one of his podcasts when this whole first thing started, he had said it the best, and I won't say it because this is not the show to sort of be talking that way.
Yeah.
But honestly, guys,
Fair enough.
I praise all of you guys in the chat here that that are doing the safe thing and that are going and that are working. If you're working, if you're not working, you know, that
If
are
you're an
actually,
essential worker like us, good for you.
if you're wearing a
Way
mask,
to
yeah,
go.
exactly, essential. You know, whatever they classify you as, they're making up. Sometimes I feel like they're making up these classifications just so they can keep
A
everything
bit.
open.
Yeah.
Like I mean, there's certain things that I don't believe are essential. I'm not saying that we're not one of them, but
I was in disagreement about that at first, but then somebody clued me into why we're essential. Um,
you got to keep
people,
got to keep people out of the hospitals.
yes, because people that, people that, um,
Abuse and
there's
have
no good way to say this. People that abuse alcohol, um, will go into withdrawal if they can't feed their habit, and people cannot safely go through detox with alcohol with a severe enough problem. People cannot detox safely not in hospital. Like a lot of those people have seizures and die if they don't go through the withdrawal process and the detox in hospital, and that takes up beds for people
Well, I've
that
seen
have
it.
COVID.
I've seen it
So
firsthand.
the lesser of the two, we have to keep the
I'm not gonna get
liquor
personal.
supply open
I'm gonna get
because
personal with everybody here
yeah.
because I seen that firsthand, and I'll tell you how I seen it. I got locked up.
Don't like name drop, but yeah, okay, tell the
No,
story.
but I'm not by myself. I'm gonna name drop myself. But I got locked up one time when I was earlier in the loony bin there for, you know, I hate calling it the loony bin.
You put on a 5150.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I was there on a 72-hour watch fucking
Okay.
thing, and I wasn't allowed to leave. And this is back in the day. I wish I could find a picture when I had fucking blonde hair. It
Oh,
was
very
fucking
Eminem. Really? Wow.
okay. I couldn't. They would not let me go out for a smoke. They would not let me go out with a lighter. I couldn't have a lighter. There was no fucking curtains. There was no nothing. You had to see the room that I had to stay in. Okay, for 72 hours for evaluation. They put a guy next to me withdrawing from alcohol,
Oh my god.
and I thought he was gonna die. They had him chained to the. They had him chained. They had him
You
handcuffed
had
to
him
the
in
bed.
restraints. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
had him handcuffed to the bed, and just the amount of shit that came out of his mouth. And it's not to say that it didn't. He wasn't feeling it, because obviously he was, right? But
It's
the
part
amount
of
of the withdrawal, right?
Yep.
And I mean, withdrawal comes in every shape and form. Like, I mean, it's not just alcohol too. I mean, there's times when I mean, I'm on some, you know, I deal with epilepsy, right? So there's another thing, guys, that you, maybe if anybody in here doesn't know about me, but I deal with epilepsy, and I take medication for that. So sometimes if I don't take the medication, I get these, and I swear it feels like I'm on crack or something. Like I start getting these weird shakes, you know, like if I run out of medicine, right? Or if I don't take that dose that night, like it's really bad. And then and this is the type of stuff that they try to keep out of the hospital, because it's not necessarily something that needs to be in the hospital right now. It's not, you know, something that
Yeah,
they need
but
to
it's
deal with.
it's still like a healthcare.
But it is something that can get serious if it's not taken care of. Any sort of withdrawal, overdose, anything like that sort of thing. I mean, it's not an essential thing, but if it happens, they you mean, you obviously have to be in the hospital. You obviously have to go where you have to go.
You need to be somewhere where there's like medical care in an emergency, basically.
Yeah.
Because a lot of those people they go into seizures, and if you don't seizure in a certain way, you can die.
Oh,
basically.
trust me. If I've been through. I mean, I've there's been times I fell out right to the floor, man. I've got a black eye from it.
Yeah, you can crack your head, man. Like, yeah, there's so many things that can go wrong during a seizure, and that's what I mean. Like, people that go through alcohol withdrawal need to have medical care available, like readily available at any moment, basically.
So I've noticed that it's actually slowed down a bit in
What?
this new year, alcohol, and I don't know if it's just because
I don't know. Well, yeah, yes and no.
January, because January, what happens is people have these New Year's resolutions and trying to make better of themselves in the new year. So you don't see from them much. Plus, they're depressed in January a lot of the times because they're paying off bills.
Yeah. Well, I think so I know that we made more money last year than the year before.
Mhm.
The corporation that we work for.
Mm.
I don't think it's a secret. We work at the LCBO, but they made more money last year than they did compared to the previous year. So we already know that more people were drinking during the pandemic. Duh, because nobody I don't know how much what percentage of the workforce was laid off, but a lot. They were all at home. They had nothing to do except indulge, I think. Or people were stockpiling because they thought that everything was going to be closed. And no, guys, they won't close the liquor store. Like I said, essential service.
Watch out, Central Service coming through.
Essential service, yeah. And yeah, I don't know. There have still been busy days, at least at our store, because I check our financial report at the beginning of every shift just to see how they did during the day. Fridays and Saturdays are still busy, like any weekend would be. But yeah, I don't know. They don't do crazy sales during the week, but it's
We'll
still
see, we'll see how what do you call it? Dry February goes, and then we'll know for sure. But
My
speaking of
February's
that,
not an issue for me. I don't drink.
I might have to let you.
Neither do you. Isn't that funny?
I know we don't drink. We both work there, but
Neither
we
of
don't
us drink. And so that makes it really fun. Not really. When people come in and want recommendations from us, because we don't try anything because we don't drink.
It's hard, yeah, it's hard to recommend something when you don't know what the fuck it is.
It's really easy to put them off, though. I find when people come in and go, "Have you ever had this?" and I'm like, "No, I don't drink." And then they're like, "Oh," they don't know what to say to you. They're like, "Really?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't drink. I have no idea. I've never tried it."
Yeah.
But here's what I can tell you. That's usually how it goes. But they're so they don't even know what to say to you when you're like, "No, I don't drink." They're
true.
like, "And you work here?" What?
It's weird. Yeah, it's weird. It is so weird.
It's
so
funny, but yeah. Anyway,
no,
but yeah, I'm gonna send you the links to this because we didn't get time to talk about it really. But the stuff that I found today, I'm gonna send you links for, and you can put it up, with the post, with the Instagram thing or whatever. That is just a link to a bunch of free mental health supports, specifically to diverse communities across Toronto.
Mhm.
And I found one other thing. I think you can't really go wrong with the link to CAMH because CAMH can connect you with all kinds of stuff. It's easy to get support through their website. I really think that that's a kind of just a good resource to be aware of. You say you don't drink and people will look at you like
yeah,
yeah, no, really. Honestly, they're like, "What?"
They don't believe me. They don't believe me too when I tell them the same thing.
We have our other vices.
I do. I like I said to you guys, I smoke a lot of marijuana, and that's been lately what's, and I think honestly, a lot of that is I don't want to admit
I don't
it
even smoke that much anymore.
This is going to be on record, but
Whatever.
I don't want to admit to everybody, but I'll tell you guys honestly in here, whoever's still left here in the chat, there's quite a few of you guys, but there's about 7 of them in there. So
oh, yeah.
right now it keeps bouncing around, but I'll tell you guys right now, okay, I know marijuana is not helping my motivation. I'm not going to sit here and deny it. I'm not going to be a person that is saying that it's taken a lot of drive away from me, but so has a lot of other things this year. And that's what I mean. I don't want to discredit it as it being, the ultimate.
You don't want to, you don't want to diminish the effect that it's had on your life.
But when you're indulging in something, and I don't know if anybody in here can speak on the same thing, but when you're indulging in a lot of one thing,
yeah,
it does take a lot of drive away from you. Even depending on what it is, it can be alcohol, it can be marijuana, it can be if it's taking up your time, and it becomes habit forming. It also becomes addiction for me because if you cause a habit to go longer than 20 days, Julie. It becomes addiction for me. I'm sorry, whatever anybody says, but it becomes part of your mental addiction, and it becomes part of addiction in your head, right? Which is not so much physical, but your brain is such a fucking complicated thing that it can make you believe that you physically need that. It can make you feel like you're sick if you're not. Because I know I've noticed the difference between, and I've noticed the difference between actual drugs because of the medication I take and having those withdrawals and having just fake withdrawals from, I call them fake withdrawals from certain things, like having a habit of doing the same thing every day. That's not going to better myself. That's not going to push me forward. That's not going to help anybody. Because honestly, I have little nephews that look up to us, and we probably all have family members that look up to us somewhere in this chat. And I know a lot of these people in here are a lot more grown up than I am in this fucking group, you know. And I like to say, you know, that I am grown up here and there once in a while. I mean, this is probably as open as you've seen my eyes in a while, hasn't it?
It's pretty adult, yeah.
This is like, look at my eyes. I mean, normally they're like this when we're talking, right? But no, I'm being honest that
yeah, you kind of are the caricature of a stoner sometimes. Like,
that's the thing too, and you know, and I get labeled as such, right?
Yes,
I get fucking labeled as such. No, they're not. I am not, and this is where I have a hard time arguing it, because they aren't wrong, and I believe it. Yes, I am a stoner, but it doesn't mean I'm the typical. You know what people would call your typical stoner. Yeah, maybe I don't go out and fucking run laps after I smoke a joint.
Oh, Nico's getting jealous.
What? Sorry, Nico, man. No, but you know what, Nico? If you wouldn't be able to put up with the sober JT, that's the fucking problem. Actually, you've been sitting here listening to me rant, so maybe
Are you having fun, Nico?
Yeah, are you really having that much fun?
I'm only kidding.
But I can let you go, Julie, if you need to head out for work.
I really do. Not that I am not enjoying this, and I think, you know, it's going great, but I do have to go and make my lunch, or otherwise I'm going to go hungry tonight, and that's not good. But to summarize,
delivery fucking food. Huh? I'll be up at that time. I should bring you special delivery stuff.
Yeah, we've been not good the last couple of weeks. There's a couple of days where we've ordered Uber Eats. It happens.
Yeah, exactly.
I try to make my lunch, but it happens. Yeah. But to summarize my time here, I think you made a great point. Fucking. Okay, I think you made a great point. Bell Let's Talk is the hashtag of the day, but you made a great point. Bell Let's Listen. Also a good thing to remember for all of us. If you're somebody who likes to talk nonstop like JT, you also have to be able to listen. You need to be able to listen to healthcare professionals. You need to listen to your friends. You need to listen and take the help that is offered to you if you should need it. Not that you know, let's talk, let's listen. And you know, let's just
that should be the end all and say all. That should be the end all. That should be the
being nice to each other, guys. It costs nothing not to be a dick. That's the fucking lesson we should all take from this is care about the people around you, listen to those people, talk with those people. It's okay to talk about your problems, it's okay to talk about your feelings. But the other side of it is you need to listen. Listen to those people. Are they telling you that they need help? Listen to the help that's being offered. Also, if you're somebody that does need help, there's two sides to it. Let's talk, let's listen, care about each other, be nice to each other, love each other.
Yeah, it's true, because that's, you know what? If we don't get, there you go. That's the one right here.
Hashtag don't be a dick.
Hey, that's awesome, because it's true. Well, you know, I try not to be a dick. You know, like I said, I'm gonna still stay on here and hang around here and see how many people want to chat.
Stay on. I'll be watching. I'll be downstairs in the kitchen doing my thing watching, but I do have to go. So everybody in the chat, thank you for tuning in.
Thank you, Julie.
Thank you for having me on. You're gonna see me more often coming.
Poor her.
Whatever episode that is, episode 110. You're going to see me in a couple of weeks on a Friday for the Battle of the Babes.
Yeah, don't forget about that, yeah.
I got to work out the tech issues with the playing the music through the computer. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do that based on this setup, but I'm going to figure it out.
We'll get it all figured out.
And yeah, we're here, guys. We're here. If anybody needs to talk, tune in. And thank you, guys.
Yeah.
I'm worried about my on-screen presence coming up with the my pending host position or co-host position, I should say. But I'm more comfortable than I thought I would be. Actually, I really
Look at
don't. I don't. I'm not as nervous as I used to be coming on screen before.
Look at that.
But
Your brother can speak French.
hey, where were you this morning? We were gonna play Astroneer. What the fuck? That's a separate conversation. Anyway, you have fun. Talk to the chat. Do your thing.
Yes, I will.
We'll talk later.
All right, we will. Hopefully.
Good show, buddy. This was a good idea.
Thank you so much, Julie.
All right, I'll see you later.
You do better than that Nico guy.
Oh my god, stop. Okay, see you guys later.
I'll see you after, okay? Hey.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, later. So now you get my big head here, guys. How do you like that one? Let's see if we can make it a little smaller, but maybe not, because JT's got a big head. So, yeah, no, I mean, this Bell Let's Talk thing, guys, like I said, I wanted to do this from the beginning, and I don't know if anybody had heard it from the beginning, but there's probably most of you guys here have been here since the beginning. I've wanted to do this just because I wanted to hear what people in the chat had, if they wanted to share anything that they've been dealing with over this time. I know I've been doing a lot of talking and talking about myself, but I wanted to get you guys who don't really know me, get you guys a little better acquainted with me, if that makes any sense, right? But now that I've said a few things, and I feel like that there's a lot of things that we could do a little bit better. Like, coping with the stress, coping with the, with the fatigue, with all that kind of crap that we have to do with. There's a lot of different things, man. You can listen to the news, listen to me, listen to us on Mondays, man. We like to talk shit. Sometimes it's just a good chat. Sometimes we try to put out more and more content for you guys. Like Nico has been putting out content after content, old shows, and I am appreciative that all you guys are sitting there and you guys have been rewatching and re-listening to some of the stuff that we posted and some of the stuff and you guys don't know how much that means to a person like me that has his issues and has his stuff. And you know what? I say a lot about me, but I'll tell you guys right now, that guy on the other end that sits beside me, Nico, on our Mondays, he's dealing with some stuff too. And he, I envy him because he does a great job of holding it back and holding it in. And I don't know how he does it, and how he holds it down and how he puts up with me, to be honest with you guys. And I hope you guys have a friend like that. And I hope you guys have some people out there that you can lean on. And, when you need somebody, because everybody out there needs somebody, whether it be, like I said, drug addiction, whether it be mental health, whether it be just us guys being guys and trying to have balls and trying to be like, you know what, guys, I'm Mr. Macho, I'm Mr. Nothing's wrong with me, Guys, everything that we do, we have an issue with. There's always stuff that's going on in our lives that we have an issue with. And Julie might be right about me saying, other people have it worse. Maybe I should just take a break and take a breather, let somebody else have their issues first. I still believe that's true. I don't know if I feel like I'm the only person that believes that, but I believe that that's true. And that people that I know that's what I'm trying to do, but I that's why I feel like I should let them get the help they need first. I've even said it to my doctor. I looked at things and I've the doctor's offered me certain things, and I said, you know what, if it's covered by whatever OHIP or whatever, let somebody that really needs it do it, because I'll figure out something in the end. There's people out there that don't have the job that I have. They don't have maybe the benefits that I have. They don't have the luxury of having therapy maybe covered or having stuff paid for. Now that I do, it'd be nice to figure out what I can go and who I can go see and who I can go talk to. But in the chat today, and Michelle and Rob and everybody had posted up some good things about the Cam H and getting help through there. I think Adrian mentioned something about Layla was another program that he reached out through. He's been a lifesaver to me too, as much as he doesn't realize that. Without him, I'd be sleeping in my car. I'll be honest with you. Without him and his family, they were great. And there's always somebody that he knows that if he needs somebody to lean on, he's always got me there. And all you guys here, if you ever need something, anybody, any of you guys in this chat that just need to somebody to listen to you, just throw up a message in my in our late night chat in our Instagram. You can comment after on this video. You can comment. You can say whatever you like. You can, tell us how it was without me having Nico and having to start this off without Nico, or now having to be on here. Like, I'm gonna miss that guy once the 110th episode comes, guys. But eventually you'll have me. You'll have hopefully rotating Julie and stuff like that out of here. But Nico likes to let me know that this has also been a good thing for all of us, right? It's been a good thing for everybody in the group. Everybody gets along. Everybody chats. Everybody talks. I mean, I got a lot of people in here helping each other out, putting up initiatives and putting up, little comments and help and what could help other people. I mean, but sometimes I understand there's a lot of people in here that probably do have issues and that don't feel so comfortable in talking about them on something like a platform like this live. But I just thought, you know what? Since you guys see me every Monday, since everybody sees me out there every Monday, I might as well just throw it out there. I thought that the Bell Let's Talk, hashtag Bell Let's Talk thing would be a great thing for something out there, especially today in this time that we're going through. I think it's great. I think there's a lot of coping mechanisms that we can deal with. There's a lot of ways to figure out if you're dealing with stress. I mean, there's so many different things. There's, how do you know you're stressed? Are you feeling fear? Are you feeling anger? Are you feeling sadness? Anybody out there? Those are little signs of the of stress. The stress of this whole COVID thing is doing to us and having its effect on us. Some people are just their appetite, maybe they haven't been working and stuff, and their appetite sucks, and their energy and their level and the decision making is not there. A lot of that stuff has to do with this whole year that we've been going through, and this whole year that we're going to have to go through, and what's going to happen after this year happens. Where's everybody going to go? I mean, people need to get help. People are going to need more help than they've ever needed in the past. And I believe that, you know what? If people don't get the proper help now, when the time does come, it's going to be even harder to get. When we're going to need it the most, it's going to be harder to get. And I'm scared of that, because who knows what's going to happen after all this. There's a lot of people, like I said. What's up, Ronnie? What's up, Mr. T-Dot? That's a shout out to our label guy, our clothing guy, our clothing. You know what I'm saying, guys. I throw me off my chat there, my little rant. But there's all kinds of little things that we can do, like that help each other out, that help. You guys get nightmares. You guys not sleeping right. You guys, chronic health problems maybe that you guys have that are getting worse because of this. Sometimes it happens, man. Like I notice I've been feeling different pains that I don't feel usually. Maybe it's because I'm not sleeping right. Maybe it's because I'm not eating right. And I got to learn to do stuff like that. And we all got to learn to take care of ourselves. There's a lot of techniques, right? And take time to unwind. Try to unwind. Try to do something. You know what you want? What's the best way to unwind? You know what the best way to unwind is? Go to the Late Night Chat Network on YouTube and watch some of us, or listen to some of us, because that's a great way to unwind. Because if you want to have a good laugh, if you want to have a good talk, if you want to have a good laugh and you want to have a good conversation with somebody beside you about the guys on screen talking or shooting the shit, it's great, man. It's a great way to unwind. Connect with others like we're doing right now, guys. That's a big thing. Connecting with others, talking with each other, chit-chatting. There's a lot of stuff that we always talk about every Monday if we're here. It's always great just to talk. But what I want to emphasize is, as a grown man, guys, do not be afraid to talk. Okay, I know this is coming, and I'm not trying to single out men in general, because I know it's for both sexes, but please get the help you need. It's very great. It's very essential that we all talk, man, because you know what? If you keep it inside and you bottle it up, you turn out to somebody like me, and then once you get time to yourself like this, you start going on a rant for fucking 40 minutes. So, yeah, I heard about that app, but I downloaded it, but I've never actually tried it. See, this is where I get to these routines. Like, I feel like you know, if it cuts into my watching Showtime, that it's, that's my headspace is where I start to zone out on TV, right? But that's not good. That's not something you want to do, you know? You want to connect with others, connect with friends, you know? Try to talk with people. I know a lot of people don't get to see their friends. Unlike me, I've been lucky this year. I like to say that I am not lucky, but I have been really lucky that I have been able to go visit family because I am a single person and I do live by myself, and it's depressing. Trust me, it is depressing. I see people every day at work. It's great. Great work has always been great. I mean, at work I can talk to people. You know, it makes me happy, makes me angry, makes me, But honestly, guys, you just need to connect. You just need to talk with each other. You know, pick up a phone, call somebody, make a send an email, especially today. If you guys, I hope a lot of you guys we're using the hashtag Bell Let's Talk, because honestly, guys, it means a lot. If last year, I think they went to $5 million Bell had to pay, or they had to match or something like that came out. So I'm hoping that they crush that record this year and it makes it something like 10 million or more, man. I just want everybody, if they could, before the end of the day, I know there's only 2 hours left, but keep hashtagging stuff, because honestly, guys, it makes a big difference, man. It makes a big difference, right? So thanks, Nico. You're man. You're the man, buddy. Without you, I couldn't do it, man. But honestly, guys, if you want to have a great laugh, Friday, tomorrow, if you want to have a good time, actually, here we go, guys. We'll make it even better for you. So anybody that's in here right now, Friday, tomorrow, we have me and Mr. Where is he? Mr. Rob. Okay, we're gonna be hanging out tomorrow night, listening to some music. And what did she say? Oh my God! See that video, that the Bell Let's Talk video? That's the one on Instagram, on all that stuff that people watch. That one there, that's the one that gets a lot of people money. But yeah, if you want, tomorrow we have the battle. Sorry, the rap. We have the battle tomorrow night. We have another battle. Me and Rob, we're gonna bust out some of our Spotify or playlist songs, whatever we have on our computer, and we're just gonna have a blast, kind of like what me and Nico did prior Friday. But we want to totally understand. It's Julie. I see it, right? Julie, right? Totally, and I start talking like that. But no, if you guys really want to hear great music, come and tune in tomorrow, and you guys can hear some great music. We'll hang out for a couple hours. We'll talk. We'll shoot the shit. You guys can chat in the group. You guys can vote. No, it's not a Neeks versus JT. It's actually a Neeks versus, it's a JT versus Rob thing tomorrow. So it should be funny. But I think I have this one. I think I have this one in the bag, because if not, see, there he is. Yeah, bro. Because I think I have this one in the bag. But the only problem is if somebody suggests country music, I think I might lose in that one. It was easy to beat Nico in that one, but I don't know. But yeah, it was great because, guys, last Friday, we had everybody just throwing up random play songs to try to battle each other, and so me and Rob would have to go. Me and Nico would have to go through our chat, like our actual Spotify accounts, or whatever we have on our computer, and try to find a song to match it or not, right? So it was kind of hard, and Nico didn't have any country songs, so he had to just play something that was just random. Hey, no worries, buddy. Hope you're okay. That's why we're here for Let's Talk. Yeah, see, and Rob's ready to go, man. So that's why, guys, tomorrow we should all just tune back in and get everybody listening and getting everybody judging on our battle. And it's not really going to be such a judging game. It's going to be more of just for fun. Like me and Nico, we had that little competition last week where it was, but I don't think the scores were ever right. I don't think anything was ever right. I think we just sat there to have a good time. We spent 3 hours or more on that one that night. That was a little crazy. I didn't think it was going to go that long, but it actually did. And honestly, guys, I didn't think this one was going to go that long, but it actually did. So like I said today, guys, with this Bell Let's Talk, and I'm happy that everybody tuned in and is been very helpful. Been very helpful, yeah, in with the comments and stuff. But we'll have to see. Yeah, look, Nico even said, see, 4 hours, man. 4 hours of the same shit. It was crazy that last week, man. It was just music after music after music. Yeah, I hope so, buddy, because it's just going to be music nonstop. Look at that. Friday night jams. You know, the points are made up and the votes don't matter. You tell them, Julie. But yeah, I like I said, guys, I just want everybody out there this year, from here on out. Yes, that's my first song, buddy. Don't give it away, Freddie. Don't give it away. But I'll be honest with you guys. This has been great. I'm surprised that everybody has come out and made it and been sitting here listening to me rant and Julie rant. And Julie actually made some good points, and she's going to send me some stuff to put up in the chat. Sorry, on our late night Instagram page. That's what I'm going to start reposting some of these links for mental health awareness. There's all kinds, depression prevention, just to know somebody, anything, even resource programs from COVID, like certain things that people need help for. I mean, I'll put up even the national, I hate to say it, but look, I should say that I'm going to say it out here, because if anybody needs it, anybody out there remembers it, it's the National Suicide Prevention Line. If anybody ever thinks about stupidness like that, and don't get me wrong, and I'll be sitting here honest with you, it's come across my mind for stupidness a couple times when I'm not thinking right. But honestly, guys, the number is 1-800-273-TALK. Okay, so if you ever need that number, I'm going to post it up in the group and in the Instagram page. I'm going to put up a domestic violence thing. That's in case Rob is getting beat by his wife, because sometimes she kicks ass. So we'll have to see what happens. I'm kind of like what I'm going to do to him tomorrow, but we'll have to see. There's all kinds, man. There's for kids, man. That's another big thing. That's one thing I forgot to mention today too. These teachers, I hope that they everything works out with them, and I give them credit too, because I know some teachers right now, they're at home and having to take care of kids and teach a class and have their own kid in class. Okay, and a lot of parents are doing that right now, and I know that's what they're doing, and it's not easy. So if anybody out there, even a teacher, I think we forgot to mention that. I mean, they're not considered, I don't know if they're considered frontline, but they are. I would think so. If they're there every day, if they're there with your kids, if they're there, I know they're not open right now. I know everything's shut down right now, but some of the schools are opening again. Some of the schools up north are opening again. So I support them too, and I hope that they do what they have to do to get the proper, safety precautions, because there's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of them, don't get the safety resources they need. In those old schools, a lot of old ventilation and stuff like that. I mean, they need to figure it out. I think if this is not helping take a step into the future and figure everything out with this world, then I don't know what is, guys. I don't know what's going to change this world. Maybe it's time that a virus takes out everybody. You know what I'm saying? If we can't handle something like this and all come together and be united as one, as a world, as a planet, not as a fucking individual countries, but if we can't become united as one, then what's the point? What's the point, really, guys? Really, if nobody gets along, what's the point? So, I don't have I don't know what else to say. I just want to say that I hope everybody gets their their hey, you guys are too much, man. You guys know, but guys, it's not about that. It was about getting this whole thing started. It was about figuring it all out, guys. It was about just trying to figure out what I wanted to say to you guys. I know what I had. I know my own issues, but I didn't want to vent it on everybody. I wanted people in here. To start talking about certain things. I know people don't like talking about their feelings, but I was hoping that that's what this was going to do. I was hoping that it would bring stuff out. Maybe some issues that people are dealing with. If you don't want to talk about it on here or in the chat, then honestly, leave me a direct message, man. That's JT No Money. And on my Instagram page, you'll notice it's the one of the wolf, man. It's JT No Money. No money. Okay? I'm just letting you know. Not JT Money. It's JT No Money. So, but yeah, hit me up directly. And you know, if I can help link you up to something that I found through these websites, I'll be great to help, because I'm going to use some of this shit myself. You know what? I promise that this year, guys, is going to be different. You know, I said that. I don't know how many times I've said that to people. I don't know how many times I need to say that to people. But this is going to be it, man. Fuck it. If I can't do it this year, I'm giving up, because I'm going to hit 40 this year. And if I can't hit it by the time I'm 40, this is going to be my support right here. Richard's going to be my, what do you call that? Life coach, because you know what? He's done a lot. He's told me a lot of stories, and see, look at that. You know, and I wish I could, and congrats to you, Richard, because honestly, it's not easy, dude. It really isn't. And I don't know how to emphasize that more. You don't start with me, Richard. Okay. Hey. But I don't know honestly what to emphasize more, man. Like, guys, if you need the help, get it. It's a serious thing. I mean, we can't sit here and just act like this stuff's not there and just keep it in the back. You know, I grew up with an old man that doesn't like to show emotions. You know, I grew up with a grandfather too that doesn't like to show emotions. But I also grew up with great women in my life that do show emotions. So I tend to show a lot more emotions. And I don't give credit enough to them, because you know, we don't realize, guys, that even in our own personal lives, the women in our lives are really great. You know, I'm not trying to discourage the men being good, vice versa to the women, but I'll be honest with you, when it comes to helping out, women are great. And I'll be honest, I make jokes about not having a girlfriend all the time, not all this shit, but it isn't easy. You know, sometimes I think that they used to slap me with the back of the head back in the day, but you know what? What all else says, I didn't do what I was supposed to do. You know, sometimes you gotta just give in. So, but I would like to, if I could find the song, Nico. You're gonna make me type up that song, and I could find it right now. But yeah, so there it is. Look at that, man. I'll do another version afterwards for you, man. I wonder if it's the same one. No, it's not. Well, but don't you worry, guys. Like I said, if anybody needs any help, anybody wants any help, hit me up, and I will be able to, you know, hopefully help you and connect you with something that'll help, right? Because I like to help. That's what I'm here, and this is what I'm trying to do. That's why I'm trying to do this, because honestly, guys, if I don't, you know what? I'll go crazy. Not just you guys. I'll go crazy. But yeah, no, I can't find that song, Nico, so don't worry about it. Maybe I'll sing it. I'll sing Lena. Hey, there's another one. Here we go. This is what I'll put on for you guys if you really want. This is one of my favorite songs on my outro that I will play for you guys. And hopefully we can play it when we get the outro going. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for everything that you guys have done for me this year, for me, from Nico, for all of us. I can't even get all these comments up here. Thank you, Julie. But yeah, guys, honestly, that's it. Single for life is the way to go. Oh, but yeah, no, I honestly want to. I want to help. I want to do stuff, but sometimes it just doesn't happen like that, right? And You know, some if you can. Well, that's why I'm typing the song in wrong. Neeks. I thought I was typing. I'm typing in one, and it's not coming out. I'm chatting with Nico in the group. But thank you guys, everybody, for tuning in, and I will try to finish up and wrap up. But I can't find the song that you want, Neeks, so I can't do it, buddy. But it's okay. We'll figure something else. I think I'll keep this one instead. But you guys have been crazy. You know what? It's been awesome, guys. I think I've ran out of stuff. Great. Yeah, thank you so much, Angie. You guys, it's been really great. I'm gonna help you guys all out, man. I'm gonna put some stuff up there. Thanks, Neeks. Guys, all of you guys tonight. You know, I was hoping that I can get you to guest appearance on with me tonight, Rob, but I guess not. But we'll see you tomorrow. But I will let you guys know that tomorrow we're having a battle, a sort of battle, but kind of like a nightly music round thing like we did last week, which should be fun because it's fucking freezing out. And hopefully I can get everybody into a better mood that way by putting some good music on and stuff like that. And hopefully, you know, that this today, thanks, bro. I'm hoping that this today actually inspires people to try to listen and try to talk and try to open up and try to get a lot of their things out. I know I have people in my family that need to talk and like to hold things in. So if they're listening out there too right now, talk, man. You know, it helps. You know, I'm always there for you. I'm always there. There's somebody specific that I'm talking to, and I hope that they're listening right now because honestly, I'm always there to talk, man. Even if I'm not the greatest person in the world, at least I'm there to listen, man. You know, I'm not saying I'm perfect, guys. I'm far from it, bro. But I'm always there to help. So I want to just thank everybody again for tuning in tonight. I didn't think I was gonna go almost an hour and a half. Well, almost 2 hours. What am I talking about? An hour and a half. I'm taking up all our StreamYard time, man. It's been doing this since 8:30. This is crazy, man. I don't think I'm gonna need Nico anymore, guys. I mean, you guys hey, you guys have been crazy, man. I don't think I need you anymore, Neeks. Like these guys have been loving me, man. What's going on over here? Michelle, thank you. Sorry, but you know, I'm trying to get all these comments up here just because I know now I know where Nico goes crazy. I'm trying to follow these comments and trying to talk to them. But guys, like I said, don't be afraid to talk. Don't be afraid to show your support for people that need it. And yeah, guys, stay safe, man, especially with this year. And if I can't figure it out, I will find somehow to figure it out. There's somebody that I know that can Google search things better than me. There's quite a few millennials I know and non-millennials that can Google search stuff better than me. And like I said, this year is just wanted to be a better year. If I can't do it by this year, I got a new niece coming. I want to impress her too. You know, there's more to live for than people think, right? I know sometimes it feels like there's nothing and it feels like you're in a hole. But obviously, guys, honestly, there's nothing more enjoyable than worth it than living, I guess. You know, taking that breath every morning you wake up, you should just be happy, man. I know I say that here, and maybe to some of you guys I sound like a hypocrite, but honestly, I'm not joking, man. I'm serious about this, and this is something that touches close to my heart, to quite a few people that I know, and I hope that you guys all enjoyed it. You know, you guys all enjoyed it. So, I like I said, if you want some good content, always check out Late Night Chat. We got over 100 plus episodes. We got Battle of the Bands. We got comics. We got weekly Wine Comic Time that's being uploaded. We got everything, man. We got girls battling girls in the next one, man. It's gonna be crazy. It's a lot of stuff to do. So if you want something this year and you need something, we're always here. And like I said, if you have any issues, if you need any support, JT Money is my Instagram. JT No Money, sorry guys, is my Instagram account. You can find me hopefully I think I'm on private. If not, just hit me up on the late night chat Instagram, guys. So I wanted to say thank you guys one more time. And I think I'm going to wrap it up with something like an old song that brings me back to my work days, and I used to sing it out loud. And I think everybody just needs to understand that, and I think it's a good song for right now. I think it's just a perfect song for right now, and this is for everybody out there, dedicated for everybody out there. So I'm going to let you guys go and thank you guys again for tuning into Arabelle Let's Talk. It was just a chat. You know, if you guys got bored, if you guys want, hit us up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you're not already subscribed, give us a like, give us a thumbs up, give me a thumbs up, give Julie a thumbs up, give us 2 thumbs up, man. It'd be great, man. It'd be awesome, each of you. And you know, we'll see what happens from there, right? Thank you. You're always there, man. I know, bro. You're a good guy, bro. You're a good guy. You know. Look, there he is. Thanks, bro. Hey, like I said, I'm always there, dude. And without you bringing me all those little blessings, I don't know. You know, if you, I'm actually thankful that you don't pull out, my friend, because you know, they're the reasons I'm still around. If you understand what I'm saying, and I haven't done anything stupid. Thank you, Michelle. Don't be a dick. It's right. Those are all for our battles. That's it. But look at these guys, man. No, not that one. Don't worry, Julie. These guys are too much. Listen, Neeks doesn't suck, bro. He's on your team too, man. I think you have him on the show, don't you? But bro, like I said, without those little guys and without my niece, even my new niece, thank God, coming along, I and all the best to my sister-in-law and my brother, and I love you guys. And honestly, if you ever need anybody to talk to, bro, I'm always around, man. And I think you knew I was talking about you earlier, but yeah, I'm here for you, buddy. And I hope you were you're tuned in. So, but yeah, I just want to say, but yeah, you love Neeks, but what about your brother, man? You know, I know you love me too, bro. You actually say it on there that you love Neeks. This guy doesn't say it, guys. He never says. That's just proof right there that he says it. Here you go, Neeks. You got a special one. But yeah, guys. So peace out. I love you guys all, man. Thank you guys for all this shit and tuning into the show and staying on this whole time. Hey, you guys are gonna keep going on, and yeah, that's what I told them. Make sure you double like it because of Julie. Make sure you triple like it. All right, everybody will like it. No, so, and I know, bro. I know, dude. Yeah, and you know this, the love's there too, bro. I told you that a million times, and I'll tell you it a million more, bro. So you guys all take care, and we will be glad to see you back here tomorrow, man. And so we can tune in and listen to some great tunes from brought to you straight up by me and Rob. So this should be interesting. I wonder if Nico will be sitting in on that one, but we'll see what happens tomorrow, guys. Yeah, everybody have a great one. Thanks again for tuning in, and hope we can do this again sometime just to chat. All right? Peace out. There's a new song for you guys. Let's see what I can do. Oh, wrong song, man. What did I do? There you go. Where am I doing? There you go, guys.